Alrighty, welcome to the show. I love the OC remixes, it's so great. I don't even want to play any other songs on stream that might get me into trouble when I have so many awesome tracks that I can play from OC remix. Alright, you don't see anything, do you? A little bit loud for me. You should hear something now. And in just a second you should be able to see something. I can see it on OBS, and you should be able to see it as well. Final Fantasy XIII-2. Now, this is probably nothing that a good streamer should ever do, but I've played this game for quite a while, for about 27 hours already. This is my first time ever playing this game through from beginning to end. And the music is so great. I love it. There's a lot that I don't love about this game, but the music is certainly one of the things that I do love. Hold on, let me just... you'll probably just see a black screen in a couple of seconds now, but I just wanted to send out tweet to maybe get one or two other viewers in here. And then copy this tweet and send it over here. Feel like a dirty whore doing all of this, linking to my stream, but hey, if I want to get at least some other people to watch this thing, I need to do it, unfortunately. Alright, you're still seeing the game? That's great. I didn't really expect that. Now that we have done the social things, let's actually start the game. So as you can see, I said I played it about 27 hours. That's about 10 hours difference from what the game shows me. I was talking about the Steam game time, but apparently, and that is really not too far off, it might be that I left this game open for a total of 10 hours and just did something else. Anyway. Yes, this is of course, and I realized this.
Is that you?
Wait, that's a good idea to show that, but I should not have talked into it. So let's start this whole process over again. And hold on, main menu. That's not the main. I mean, it is, but how do I get exit game? Okay, because I wanted to start talking about something before we finally start. This is a mess already, isn't it? So now the plan is, and that's the plan, I'm not quite sure if I can stick with it, but the summer vacation has started, summer holidays. I finally have a lot of time. I won't be around to be, won't be around my good computer, which is this thing here, however, for the whole time. But today is really a day where after a long while a lot of free time for me starts, and I wanted to celebrate this by playing some games and playing them hard. I got a lot of junk food, I got a lot of water, and I got 2 energy drinks to keep me going for as long as I can. And I plan to stream at least some of it, so... Okay, Final Fantasy XIII-2. Why am I playing this? I want to finish this game, and I want to finish it pretty much as soon as possible. The thing is that I have finished Final Fantasy XIII a couple of years ago, and I have bought the whole trilogy on Steam. Now, I do own Final Fantasy XIII-2, of course, and I do own Lightning Returns. But I also own Final Fantasy XV, and that is the game that I'm looking forward to playing the most, because the whole setting, everything I've seen from trailers and watching other people play it, I really want to get into this game and see if I like it a lot. Now, I've never been a big Final Fantasy player. I've never finished the first game. The first Final Fantasy game that I actually finished from beginning to end was Final Fantasy XIII, which I know there are a lot of people who are saying that the 13 games are amongst the worst Final Fantasy games of all time. Now, I couldn't agree with that after having played 13. There were a lot of things that I really liked about it. I liked the general art style, I loved the music, and I did like some of the characters. I do actually like Lightning as a character quite a lot. I really think she's a cool and interesting character. However, I do think not enough was done with her. So yeah, and with that mindset, I started playing Final Fantasy 13 2, and to my shock, I had to see that this game does not really feature lightning a lot, at least not directly. Everyone is always talking about her. You are playing basically her sister, Sarah, which I did not really like as a character, and I still don't like her as a character. I still think she's super bland. I've spent 17 hours with her, but oh my god, is this character bland. And yeah, so I'm not quite sure if I enjoy Final Fantasy 13 too. I wouldn't know whether I would recommend this game to anybody else. It is, however, not a bad game. It is not a terrible game by far. I do think you have to have a certain mindset, and I am super curious to play more Final Fantasy games to see how different they actually are, because I believe the Final Fantasy 13 games, at least 13-1 and 13-2, are best played in when you want a chill game and you want to get dreamy. That's the best I can describe it. And the thing that settles this the most for me is actually the music. The music in both of these games is phenomenal if you like really chill and really dreamy music. It's I very often when I play this game, even if I'm wide awake, I find myself drifting away with my thoughts and all of this. That doesn't really help with the game directly, but it feels like you are playing really a dream of Sarah's or of Lightning or whoever. And oh, sorry, by the way, that was my WhatsApp going off. Was stupid. Okay, back to business. And I do believe there's a lot of value, there's a lot of things done well, very well in the Final Fantasy 13 games. So they have this dreamy atmosphere, as I said. It all really feels like playing a dream, all the weird creatures and stuff like that. However, that doesn't really help with the fact that a lot of this stuff gets boring and repetitive after a while. And I've already noticed that in this game, there's a lot you can collect, and you can go back and grind for hours on and hours and hours. And there's a lot of stuff you can unlock and all of that shebang. But really, it's not fun at all. The things you can unlock are hats for your creatures that you can put into your party. So the difference between Final Fantasy 13 and 13-2 is in 13 you had, as I guess in most normal Final Fantasy games, a roster of characters, and you could choose, what was it? I think 3 people to have in your party, and you could swap them around for the most part of the game, and you could choose your the characters that you like the most and take them on an adventure with you, and yeah, get them into dialogue scenes and learn more about them. In this game, you can see on the screen the 2 people that are basically the protagonists of this game. This is Sarah, and I forgot his name already because he's really just another bland character. Oh my god, I've played 17 hours of this game and I forgot his name. The dude, you know. And you do have a third party member, which can be any monster that you've managed to capture. And you just capture them by sheer luck. You fight against them, and if you do have a 5-star rating in the battle, you can. There's a chance that they will appear as an item drop, and then you can put them in your party, and they will fight alongside the 2 of you. And that's what the unlockables are for that I've mentioned, that you can put really tiny hats on them. And that's it, but you have to invest a lot of time to unlock this stuff, and it's really not interesting. And also, I'm not interested in unlocking all of the creatures as protagonists because there are, I think, over 100 of them, and no. Okay, but that was a whole lot of ado and a whole lot of talking. I would say the game is probably best at explaining the story in general better than I am. So let's just watch this intro video.
Final Fantasy XIII-2, the story so far.
Is that you? I won't let you go! It's too late.
Okay, that's it. Yeah. On second thought, I don't think that video told you really anything. Hold on, can I do this and not have the stream flip out? That would be great. Alt tabbing with this game is always a gamble. Because I am actually cheating very dirtily on this game. I am using a walkthrough because it can get really frustrating if you run around and don't know where to go to. Okay. Well, let me make this a bit. Man, struggling a Final Fantasy game on stream is really intense. Okay, should be good now, I think. I start to understand why streamers sometimes have 3, 4, 5 or 6 monitors, because having all of this shit on hand is really hard. We have to actually go to New Bodom, I think. 03 AF. Yes, let's go there. And then I can maybe get you up on speed on what the video did not explain. For those of you who have not played Final Fantasy XIII, the story is equally as confusing and weird as this one is. In 13, you begin the story in a city, which is basically a huge, gigantic ball, like a Death Star, but you live on the inside of it. A lot of people live on the inside of it, but this sphere is actually floating in the sky above a much bigger planet. I still don't understand how the relations in this game work, because sometimes this city, this floating ball city, looked really small, but they say that a lot of people lived in there. Really weird. Anyways, this city is controlled and governed by weird and cruel gods. I still don't know if they are actually gods or aliens or maybe man-made machines who then became evil gods. Anyways, they were evil and started to enslave and pretty much kill and expel seemingly randomly humans. And basically, to shorten this whole thing down, in the first game you rebelled against this. You joined a rebellion against these gods. You fought against them. They were called the L'Cie, these gods, and then you defeated some of them, and also the main one. And then there were some evil humans, but you defeated them as well. And at the end, all of the people, all of the remaining people, went from out of this ball to the planet, the bigger planet, which was the people inside the city, the ball city, knew that this planet existed, but they had these stories that everything down there was super dangerous and evil, and you should never go there. But then in the end, they went there, and this whole floating city thing began coming down. But I'm trying to think of the story, and it's still it doesn't make sense. It really doesn't make a lot of sense. But some of the characters in your party sacrifice themselves to become a crystal pillar that holds up this Ball City. That is basically what happens in Final Fantasy XIII. And this young woman that we are playing here is called Sarah. She is the sister of one of the main protagonists of Final Fantasy XIII, called Lightning. Lightning is the girl with the equally pink hair, which you always see on the Final Fantasy XIII covers. And actually, at the end of 13, Sarah and Lightning have survived everything, and everything is fine. They're both together, and yeah, everything is fine and dandy. And then you start Final Fantasy 13-2, and you learn for some reason Lightning has vanished at some time, and you don't really know when or why or where to. She vanished. Sorry, my English is really weird today. So that is the premise of Final Fantasy 13-2. Lightning has disappeared. Her sister is going to find her. Now, we have found out that Lightning has disappeared to Valhalla. Not really the afterlife Valhalla that you know from Nordic myths, but just a Final Fantasy Valhalla, which is a place that just has the name but nothing to do with real life Valhalla. And also, Valhalla is not really only a location, but probably also a location in time. So this whole game is super big on time travel, and throughout this game I've traveled forwards and backwards, but I think mostly forwards in time. And we are trying to find anomalies, things in the timeline where we think this should not have happened this way, or this unnatural that things have happened this way, or there are characters and persons and events happening in this timeline that should not have happened in this timeline, which do not belong there. So we kill monsters and try to get rid of these anomalies to fix the timeline somehow, and then get to find Lightning again. And we have pretty much digged around a lot of for a long time, but now we have an actual plan, and that is why I need this walkthrough at the moment, because we have to find 5 graviton cores and bring them back to Hope and Alyssa back in Academia 4XXAF. 4XXAF is a time designation which you don't have to understand. You can just choose that from the menu that we just saw. And Hope and Alyssa are 2 characters. We know Hope from Final Fantasy 13, and Alyssa is a new character. Anyways, they've built a machine that can probably fix time in a way, help us, but we need to fuel this machine with graviton cores. And now we have to travel back and forth in time to places we have been to, and find these graviton cores. There are actually 7 in total, but we only have to find 5. But I mean, if I can find 7, I want to find 7.
Guys, you're back. Not that you've been away that long. A few hours ago, right? That's when we saw you off, but look at you now. You've changed somehow. Like you've gone through a lot in a short time. So Noel was telling the truth about time travel and all that jazz. Don't tell the townsfolk about it, though. Who knows how they'll react. You gotta be tired. Go home, get some rest.
Okay, sorry, I had to check my phone, but that's really nothing important there. And of course, we can ride a chocobo. This takes Gisal greens, which we have 16 of, so that should be fine. But I still think that is a really weird and not a cool system, because every time you mount a chocobo, even if I would be to get off now and then want to ride it again, I have to basically pay in Gisal greens, which are fed to the chocobo so I can take him on a ride. And I don't understand why this has to be limited, because there have been very few wait, can I, is this? No, I think this is deactivated. I think I've looted this chest already. You really don't have a lot of time riding chocobos in this game anyway, so I don't understand why the situations that are few and far between that are... Is that even English? you know what I want to say. You don't get to ride a chocobo that often in this game. Why do they have to artificially limit it as well by having you use Gisal greens to use the chocobo? Doesn't make sense at all. You don't fight better with this, so you're just a little bit faster and you can jump higher, which helps you to reach certain destinations that you couldn't reach otherwise. But yeah, that's basically it. Does my map tell me anything? No, it does not. Okay, so I have to peruse the walkthrough again, because somewhere here should be the first graviton core. Head south from the meteor crater until you're about halfway between the gate and the village. Go down the low tide path to the lifted metal plate and use mark to make... Oh, okay. I get it. So we don't go back into the town, but we have to go here. And I remember this. This is actually the first proper location of the game, so we are returning to the start of the game. Wait, how do I... Oh, left button. Dismount. Somewhere here should be the graviton core, but I don't... Oh, right. I see. You can use this Moogle, I think they're called, to make anomalies appear. Oh, of course we have to fight. Okay, okay. Those look like easy enemies. The fighting system, by the way, is probably not understandable by someone who hasn't played this game, and it's really weird to explain. But I will try to explain it when we have longer fights. Basically, it just comes down to pressing A to get through the fights. I'm playing this game on easy mode, no shame about that, but that makes the battles really, really, really easy. I wanted to change my party paradigm to not start as this, but yeah, let's use aggression as the standard paradigm.
Good work out there. I'm on the job.
Okay, fragment discovered, graviton core alpha. That was actually really easy. Where? Okay, that was stupid mounting the chocobo now, because we can actually just wait. I don't really even have to do that because I can. I want to fight again, not against these weak enemies. The Basco Toad. Yeah, those are the starter enemies, so really nothing to fear here. Oh man, I don't understand all of these menus. You can return to the Historia Crux, which is a super fancy name. That's basically, that is one of the things that I've noticed with the Final Fantasy XIII games, and I wonder if this is a thing that Final Fantasy does in general, or if it's only happening in the 13 series. You have this map screen. You can call it a map or a map. But no, it is called the Historia Crux, and they never explain to you what they mean with that. I don't even think they mention the name itself in a dialogue, but it's just a weird name for something that is super simple. It is a map. You can choose locations and go there. These are locations in time. Cool. So I understand the Historia thing, but okay, it's the Historia Crux. We have to go to, what did I say? The Brescia Ruins 05 AF. Okay. Also, you can just switch the view of this map and just have it like a level select or stage select or whatever you would call it. But that makes it easier to find locations sometimes. So let's go to Brescia Ruins 005 AF. AF is after fall, so at some point in the timeline this ball city that I talked about actually fell down, and we are now entering a time which is 5 years after this fall has happened, if I remember this correctly. Right. So where do we have to go? You need a chocobo and Moogle Hunt to get it. We got the Moogle Hunt, we don't have a chocobo. Right past the long stairs, but the first gate you find, turn back towards the stairs and you can see a ramp in inverted commas. Run, jump with a chocobo to land in a small area and then use Mark to find it in the back corner and you'll get the core. I don't know if I understand that, but we have to find a chocobo anyways first, so let me just check the map. I think it should be somewhere pretty much in this area. Whoa, okay. Right. I'm trying to think about how I could explain this battle system to you, but I have no idea how I should do that. It just works in a way, and if you play it after a while, it does make a lot of sense, and you can actually play with some tactics and some general strategies, but I don't know if the battle system is really good or really weird or both. It's the same with the complete game. I don't know, it's a weird game. Oh yeah, by the way, we have a chocobo fighting for us, which is one of the monsters that I collected. And after I got the chocobo as a companion, I didn't really need anyone else in my party, so... So we do need a chocobo. Can we get up here? No, we cannot. Okay. Yeah, that's what you get when you have to check the walkthrough and... Wait. But I can hear it. I do... Okay, there's a... That's basically a chest you can open, that's a word. But is that the only thing here? This is the location that my walkthrough showed me, but... Is this the location that I should go to? No. Wait, if I enter this menu and then use this... Okay, yes. You can see a ramp. Run the chocobo to land in a small area and then use mark in the back corner. Okay, so it should be this place. No, wrong button. Wrong button. Left button, not the right button. Alright, let's get this chest. 8 power droplets. You can use those to make your creatures stronger. Popo, yeah, where is it? Also, I really don't like the Moogle. I don't like it. Too childish. Nice, so we got that. So then we can actually go back to the Historia Crux and use it. The next gate. So we got 2 of at least 5 graviton cores already. That's good. Academia 400 AF. Academia 400 AF. Yes. I think another thing that is featured very heavily in this game is a... No, that's a weird way to start the sentence. To me, this game has an overall... I would not say a depressive vibe. That is not exactly fitting, I would say, but a melancholic vibe. Melancholy, is that the English word? Melancholic feelings I think would describe this game very well. You have all of these muted colors. Even in this is one of the more colorful levels in the game. This looks like a rather cool cyberpunky science fiction level, but all of the characters are brooding and moody, and yeah, there's this overall theme of melancholy, which I don't necessarily dislike, but I don't know if people expect that from Final Fantasy. I would have to talk to a huge Final Fantasy fan and somebody who knows more games than I know in the series to tell me if that is something that makes sense for this game. I think if you want to, you can play this game and have a lot of fun with it. Fun in inverted commas. If you have a mood in which you would also like to go into a museum and look at a melancholic sad picture, or to listen to sad music just like we're actually listening to now, I think if you have this mood, then this game is for you, and it's really good at capturing this mood. The thing is, I don't have that mood all that often, and that's why I sometimes feel this game, I feel it's hard to play this game. Okay, now I've been talking so much that I already again forgot what I wanted to do. You should enter academia from the gate just north of Newtown. Make your way towards the Chocolina closest to you. If I interpret the screenshots right, that's okay. I believe that is pretty much where we are. Then head down the ramp behind her. Take note that the ramp will be moving in the opposite direction. You'll have to continuously jump down the ramp until you reach the bottom. Once at the bottom, use mark. Okay, what? Okay. I get that, I think. So, this... Hold on, let me just check the map again. Yeah, I think we've already moved too far. Let's go back. Even though I'm not quite sure if that is... Let me just check over here. There actually was another way. This is already the correct general location. Oh yeah, by the way, this city in this timeline was witness to an attack, so that's why there are people lying and groaning on the street. But we don't really care about them. So I believe, or is it this one? It might be actually this ramp. Oh yeah, I think I can see it. Ah, it was not near enough. Come on, you stupid Moogle. Oh, okay. Oh yeah, come on. Do your thing. That's what I'm paying you for. Nice! Graviton Core Delta, that's the third one, right? We have Alpha, Beta and Delta. There's 2 more to go. Or more if you want to get all 7. Yasha's Massive 100 AF. Wait, what's this button? Return to Historia Crux? Yes. Yasha's Massive, I said... Was it... Did I say 10 AF? Oh, I see. No, I need to go to Yasha's Massive 100 AF, but I need to use a wild artifact on the gate in the Newtown part of Academia 400 AF. Well, that would have been good to know before I did all of this. Yes. Also, my blue screen thing is acting up again, so sorry about that. Also, I need a drop of water to survive all of this. So we have to find a gate. Okay, so basically just continue going into this direction. Do I have to jump down this ramp as well? Is that an enemy over there waiting for me? Hell yeah. The music is great, even in battles when you have these epic orchestral pieces. So I really cannot join in the chorus of people saying the Final Fantasy the Final Fantasy 13 games suck. These games do not suck, but you have to be in the mood for them, I believe. And they are not perfect either, not in any way, shape or form, but they're not bad. Great, thanks for teleporting right behind me. Man. Alright. Yes, let's open this gate. And I believe that even using the walkthrough, there will be a lot of these places will be left undiscovered because they are like optional optional stages or something like that. I can't imagine that we will discover all of them in this playthrough. I don't really understand how this game works. I do know that there has been some additional DLC for this game.
Something is happening in
Wait.
what was once the most prosperous city in the world. Many of the scientists and researchers who came to investigate the site have gone missing. And when they do, ominous sphere-shaped objects appear in their place. Mog seemed to know all about the orbs. He told us they're called the Rubies of Grief. They're manifestations of the remorse and sadness left by the unlucky souls who disappeared into the paradox. The orbs resonate with a powerful emotion sealed inside. What kind of message are they trying to tell us?
Okay, interesting. Hold on just a second, sorry for that. Oh great, and now my monitor has pooped out. Nothing bad, but it sometimes does that. Usually switching it off and on again fixes the problem. Yes, it did. Nice. There was something that I was saying, but I forgot it. Oh yes, I believe that there was DLC, additional DLC for this game back when it was released on consoles, and I don't know if the Steam version has this additional DLC included or not. So that might explain some of the still gray areas in the Asoria Crux. Those might be DLC areas. I know that there's some kind of arena DLC included in the game, or it was if you bought the DLC. So I don't really know, but I want to know what this is. Hey, no.
It's like someone's talking to me inside my head.
I'm Carl. This is the last place I was alive. I don't have any regrets. My life was pretty fantastic. I had a lovely wife and daughter. I loved my job and died doing what I was passionate about. It was just so unexpected. You know, I have this daily ritual where I come to work and the first thing I do is look at my daughter's picture. But that day the paradox swallowed me up before I could do so. Wow, okay. But I do have a mission accepted already, so I can't... I could take this one, but I don't really want to. Instead, I would like to find out where the graviton core is. We have to grab a red chocobo. Where do I find a red chocobo? And head south to the area with the spotlights. The fragment is located in a large area just to the west of the mountain range divide. Okay, I know the place, but I don't know why we need a red chocobo. Is it just that all chocobos in this time are red? Oh, okay. Rambunctious chocobos. Red-feathered, purple-tailed rambunctious chocobos are a mutant breed born from a paradox. Okay, with XIII greens it will allow you to ride it. However, this greedy bird will continue to feed on your greens while you are its passenger. Wow, okay.
I suppose I'd better be careful too.
That is strange. That's not really that much faster than a normal chocobo. Why? Why is this music playing when we... Okay, I need to turn this up. You think you can ride this chocobo? Better think twice, you cannot ride this chocobo. Oh yeah, no doubt about. Also, what the fuck? He's eating all of my XIII greens. I need to... That's the most aggressive music I've ever witnessed in this game. Yeah, I'm going to dismount. I want to hear more of the music, but I don't have enough XIII greens to keep that up. Oh, here it is. All right. Oh, crap. Basically, this is how you win fights. You just press A. That's not always true, but these enemies are easy enough, so pressing A works. Because I set up my characters as mostly damage dealers. Sometimes you have to play with debuffing the enemy first, buffing your own party, and then you can attack them. Okay, cool. But we could leave this time instantly, but I wanted to get back to that floating. Man. I wanted to open that floating chest just at the gates of the city.
This'll show you. Get it.
Nope. Good thing I could just run away. We're nearly there. Can you sell me more XIII greens? Very often she doesn't sell those, and I don't understand why. Oh, but she... Oh, great. I have more than enough money. Let's just get... I don't know. Yeah. Because I don't know what else to spend money on in this game, to be fair. you don't really often get to buy new
Found remains of what
weapons.
could
I think
be
I've got new weapons about 3 or 4 times in this game,
It's as if they were all
and
consumed by the paradox.
that's it.
I suppose
Hmm.
better be careful.
How do I get there? Don't tell me I need another red chocobo for that.
What I've learned here is that life has always been hard, no matter what the era.
Can I hope about this? Why can I not jump down there?
Lots of people have gone missing around here.
Oh wait, I'm stupid. I'm completely stupid. Well, I mean, the game is stupid as well, but also I'm stupid. It has taught me that I can throw and that I should throw the Moogle to get to chest items like this. So let's do that. That is a stupid game system with him screaming like that. I don't like that at all. Ah, okay.
Ruins are like a book, telling us about
Return to the Historia Crux. Yes, please. Next stop, Erba 200 AF. Which is this place. Oh, alright. This is the place where I first formed my thoughts about Final Fantasy XIII being about a dreamy and melancholic atmosphere. Because this was the place that really drove this home to me. I also find it super interesting as to I would really love to know how well this game was received in Japan, because I do remember that that Lightning as a character was on all kinds of products. That there was a whole lot of marketing spiel going on about the Final Fantasy XIII series. I would say even still more than for Final Fantasy XV, and I would really like to know if Japanese players like this game and what the creators of the game wanted to achieve with it, what their aims and goals and inspirations for it for the games were. And there was something else that I wanted to say, which I've now completely forgotten. Oh yeah, that you don't have all that many Final Fantasy games which have more than one entry, right? You do have a couple of weird, as far as I know, and this might be completely wrong. Wait, is my phone doing weird stuff? It is, in a way, but you don't have a lot of Final Fantasy games that have more than one entry in the series, which is a sentence which I just already said. You do have Final Fantasy X and X-2, but I think that's about it, right? There was not a X-3 or a X something else. You have some weird spin-offs for Final Fantasy VII, but I think those have come up mainly because there's this cult following to 7. And that's about it, I think. All of the other, or most of the other Final Fantasy games stand on their own. Or just one entry in the series and that's it. The same with Final Fantasy 15. It does not really look like that there will ever be a Final Fantasy 15-2. Instead, they put out some DLC for that game. But I'm really interested in why people, at least in the Western audience, I've read lots of articles that said Final Fantasy 13 already was a disappointment for a lot of fans and for a lot of players, and they really didn't like it. Why did they make 2 more games of this type in this series if a large part of the fan base said that this is not what they wanted? Or is it really not a large part of the fan base, and is this game actually really beloved by a lot of people? There was a lot of rambling again for no particular reason. While we fight, let me just check where I need to go. Firstly, go to the long pathway and look for a broken part of the wall that is near the houses. You will then need to jump onto the roof with the open windows on top. Okay. Okay.
Goddess must like us.
But I think that's the broken piece of the wall that we have to find. Yeah, I think it was somewhere. Oh yeah, I see. But now we have to find another chocobo. Music is really great.
Goddess must like us.
When I was in Japan, I actually looked for Final Fantasy soundtracks, and they do have them. They do have a market for it, and there were all sorts of special editions for the Final Fantasy soundtracks. And I think I very quickly found the soundtrack for Final Fantasy 13, or was it 15? Might have been 15. But they were super expensive for some reason that I can't really explain. Because I don't know. There was a super set. I don't know the reason, but for some reason, music CDs and media in general is super expensive in Japan. I don't understand why that is the case and what they want to achieve with it, but it's really, really expensive. Wait, I do see. Ah, great. We have to walk back, and yeah, there will be enemies waiting for us. Nope, no time. Right. I do believe there should be fewer or no random battles when riding a chocobo, so this is nice. But of course, not fighting the random battles deprives you of important experience points, so it's not really a good idea to do this too often. So still another reason as to why I don't understand why riding a chocobo is limited. Because if they were afraid that you would use it to just never fight random battles, then you would never be strong enough to fight the battles that you cannot escape, so it doesn't really work. Hold on, I'm still sometimes struggling with the controls with this game. Nice, so we got this one as well. Next up, Sunlit Waterscape 400 AF. After you find all of the flan with Mark, fight the flan in a circle next to the pillar. After you beat them, go back to where you fought. What? After you beat them, go back to where you fought them, and the gravity core will be in the middle of the platform they were. I don't understand that, but I hope that The thing is, that I don't have this location unlocked. I do have Sunlet Waterscape 300 AF, but I do need 400 AF, so... and the walkthrough is not telling me how to get there, but I believe that it does make sense that, even say on this page, that's just a badly written walkthrough. I do believe that if they send us to 222 Airba 200 AF, that's where we just were, right? No, wait, that we found what? A Sunlit Waters. Now I need to Google this. Sunlit Waterscape 400 AF. How to get? Okay, Yasha's Massive 100 AF. Okay, that might work. Okay, they should have mentioned that in the walkthrough, because I thought that there might be an unused, unactivated portal in Airba, what was it, 400 AF or wherever we just were. But then I've seen the yellow icon on the screen, meaning that I had already found that that gate and activated it. So, but here we do have at least one unactivated gate, which hopefully is the one that will help us. Can I? Oh, that's not the right way. Oh, nice. What's this? You obtain a blessed blade.
The end.
Good work, everyone.
Hold on. Was that a... Huh. That is actually... well, not... You see, up there in the top right corner, we have the red sword showing the color red, meaning that using the blessed blade instead of the blazing spirit, which I have equipped. I mean, they look kind of zany and weird. Yeah, this blessed blade that I just found would make Noel a better magic user, but not a better fighter. And I like him being the strong one, the physically strong one in the party, and Sarah is just a good mage and good at buffing and debuffing enemies, so no thank you. Right. What is this? Examine. I don't think I've ever seen anything like that in this game before. It's a temporal rift, of course. The Hands of Time. The mystery of this temporal rift is known as the Hands of Time. To resolve this anomaly, you must erase all the crystal numbers from the clock face. You can choose any of the numbers from which to start. When you stand on a crystal number and press A, then the two clock hands will move. Starting from the location where you're standing, the clock hands will tick in. What? I don't understand this. And come to rest in positions a number of spaces away equal to the crystal. I'm just... No. You can now choose to erase a crystal number from one of the positions where the clock hands have stopped. These positions will be marked with the clock hands if both clock hands stop in. I did not understand a word of what that just said. What? Okay, I need to find a combination that allows me to activate all. Okay, X for retry. That didn't look too bad actually. Wait, oh my god, that's... sorry for that. That was just weird advertisement on the website where I see the walkthrough, so... There are numbers here, right? 1, 2, 3, and now there's only 2. Does it move that? Okay... Did I do it? Even though I did not understand it? I did. Okay. Stage... Oh no. Oh no. 1, 2, 3. Oh, yeah. 2, 4. 1, 2, 3. I'm just trying and it works. I mean, am I just stupid or did you understand the explanations that were given at the beginning? Because I don't know. 3, 2. Let's take the 4. Be rid of the big ones. 3, 5. It. 5. And what's this? 4. This is not a process that I'm solving by thinking. Wait, do the numbers change? They do. Why? That doesn't make any sense now, does it? Three, so it moves 1, 2, 3. That should be fine. That's not what I expected. I still don't know. 2 should be fine. 2 should be fine, but now oh no. This might just work if it... Yes! Basically, you just have to count, right? So was that a 9 or a B? 5. Okay. 4. Okay, let's use the 1. And the 2. Oh, that... Oh no, it works. Okay. It should be fine by using the 4. I should get... Yeah, I need to be rid of the big ones in the beginning. Sooner rather than later. Take 5. And 4. And... ah, crap. Okay, we take 1. And 5. Ah. 2, 4. This will not work. Oh, it did. Okay. 2. This should work because the 1 on top. Okay, nice. If I take this one, I should be able to take this 2, and then the... I think we messed up again. Shit, I should have taken the other one. What? And I still don't know what kind of number this is. It must be a 6, right? Not a 9. 4. Oh man, retry. Well, let me start with this 4 now. No. Then let's start with the 5 again. With this one. Then we can use the 4. The 4 will always get us back here. Another 5. 1. Okay. 4 should be fine. It is fine. I have to use this one now. And this one. And shit. Shit. But this is seriously just tedious shit. This is not really a lot of fun. And this doesn't work like this. Ah! Did it just by sheer luck and not giving up. Ugh. So what do I get? Book of Valhalla as a fragment. Right, that was totally worth it. Weird stuff on my monitor. Sunlit Waterscape 400 AF, that's where I wanted to go, right? Yes. After you find all of the flan with Mark, fight the flan in a circle next to the pillar. Don't tell me I have to go find flans now.
of Sunlith is a quiet place. I thought I heard a voice. I cocked my ear towards the wind, and through the rustling of the green leaves, I thought I heard snow.
Is that better?
As much as I'd hoped we'd run into my hero, it wasn't him that we encountered in the forest.
That's a little bit better.
I think there's someone else here with us.
Kupo! I hear a bunch of voices nearby, Kupo.
Wait, did I? I think I saved just a couple of minutes ago, but just to be sure.
The voices we heard before belong to them, Kupo. It looks like this is some sort of gathering place for the young Flan, Kupo.
I've never seen so many of them together.
Looks like they're having fun.
Yes, but they have troubles too, Kupo. A bunch of their friends got lost somewhere in the forest and haven't been seen since, Kupo.
So sad. No, we should help them find their way back.
I know you mean well, but aren't you forgetting something? They're monsters, and I'm a monster hunter.
Can you be a monster finder instead? Just this once?
Just this once. Alright, come on.
Yay! We're finding and hunting Flans. 5 poor Flan have wandered into a time distortion and have been phased out of time. 5, okay.
Right around here, Kupo!
By the way, as Noel just mentioned, Monster Hunter, I need some opinions on whether Monster Hunter for PC will be fun, or whether I should pre-order that or not.
That wasn't even a warm-up.
Come on, Mom.
Wait,
Lost on your way back, Kupo.
was that a first? I guess so. Oh, okay.
My bauble is buzzing, Kupo.
Come on, Kupo.
Found it, Kupo. That's another little guy we helped.
So that's 2 down, 3 to go. I feel like I've missed one down there.
You deserve a treat.
Sometimes Sarah can jump so high, but only on these preformed points. That doesn't really feel natural. I mean, this is all criticizing on a pedantic level. I know that this is for JRPG, that's okay. See? I was pretty much sure that there was one of them hidden here. So that would be the third plan of 5. Now I'm in proper chill mode. This is really getting sleepy playing this. Man, sorry to disappoint you, but I really don't think that I'm going to play a lot of Planescape Torment right away after this. Maybe, just maybe, later this evening. But I think chances are high that I'll stream Torment a little bit tomorrow. Maybe we can do a morning stream if I get up in the morning. Music is really, really wonderful. How, where? Okay, here. See, these jump points, even when they then sometimes disappear for a split second, they're really hard to see sometimes. It's a bit convoluted. That's kinda, I think, the main theme for the 13th series, what we just heard, but a variation of the main theme. You hear that in the main menu, and you sometimes hear it during cutscenes, and in general I'm a big fan of reusing a leitmotif or general theme and using it in different ways throughout a show or a video game. Because I think this sense of familiarity with a piece of music really that does wonders to how you perceive a game. That's why I'm always impressed if characters have their own themes, you know. I lost track, but we found 3 flans, right? I think it was 3. A flanded, like a bandit, but it's also a flan. Just take a look here. No, I think we might. I thought we might have overlooked something there, but we didn't. This chair is really starting to get uncomfortable. Really not the best chair I've ever owned. But that's also because I tend to slouch a lot. Just, I know it's not healthy, but so far I haven't had a lot of back problems, so hopefully it stays that way. Yes, this is exciting. Wow. Man. What an exciting game. We'll now hear the famous gluk 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 noises as I pour myself a tasty drink of carbonated water. The problem is that my glass and the bottle is right next to the microphone, so I'm very sorry, but let's just pretend this is ASMR or something like that. There must be ASMR of pouring liquids from into glasses, right? It seems like such an obvious choice for an ASMR video. Good, alright. Nope, not exactly right here.
Come on, Mom.
Ah, I see. That should be number 4, I think. Okay, let's do actually go here for hopefully number 5. That might also be where they oh no, wait. That guy is over there. Did I see something? No, that's looted already.
Go, Mom.
Okay, I didn't even see that one, but yeah, that's all of them. And now I have to kill them?
Pillar won't be safe for long.
And now we have the Chocobo heavy metal. I don't understand this game. Why is this music playing now? I need to find the complete version of that on YouTube after I've streamed this. This is... what the heck? This is such a break from the music that you've... I mean, I'm glad that you've heard the other music as well, so you know that I'm not lying to you. You've heard what the other music of this game is like, and it was like that for the complete time as I played this game. This is the first time that they play a heavy metal song. But alright, okay. I'll take it. They can take a beating, these ones. I need to turn up this music in my headphones already again. The lyrics are just what? Okay, this is the place. Nah, I'm just going to run away. I want to fight against these guys now. You think you can ride a chocobo? Think twice, you cannot ride this chocobo. Yeah, yeah. But alright, let's take this as an example as to why this game is weird. We have entered this place. I've seen this place before, but this is a different time zone. And we kind of, the way we got there is weird already because nobody told us that we should go here. So it was up to, okay, sorry, we have a cutscene now.
Where did they get all that energy from?
This has gone too far.
That's enough! I've about had it with your mischief.
You should be ashamed of yourselves for behaving like this. You should know better. Well, what do you have to say for yourselves?
Nah, I don't think a good scolding's gonna solve anything.
They said they won't do it again, Kubo.
What?
Huh? No way.
They also said, she's scary. We don't want her to get mad at us again, so we'll be good from now on. Kubo.
All right, that's a promise. Now it's time for all of you to go home.
It was then that I remembered Sarah had been a teacher back in New Bodo, and the kids called her Meanie Miss Farron. I'd completely forgotten about that until now. I'll bet she was one of those teachers that was nice when you were good, but could scare you when you weren't. As quick as lightning, she could turn from smiling angel to angry ogre. Yeah, no doubt about it. They're sisters, all right.
Okay, forget about what I wanted to say because this cutscene just completely derailed everything. Okay. Whatever, we did that. I completely lost track, but I think this could have been the 6th Graviton core already. Can I check that somewhere? Hold on, I need to... That's my mild form of OCD kicking in. I need to get rid of these blinking exclamation marks by just... Ah, there's another one. Yes, yes, yes. This is all additional text and fluff and lore you can read up on, but no, we found 1, 2, 3, 4, 5. All right, no, I get it. We haven't found this the 6th core yet, but it should be right where we are.
Come on, Mom.
No, not here. Wait. Even more blinking exclamation marks. Okay, we've got those. And the data log. Oh yeah, right. That was the name of the ball city, Cocoon. Cocoon and Pulse. And Pulse is this the large pointing at the screen, which you cannot see, is the large planet underneath Cocoon. map. Be around here. I'm not going to fight that fight. Nope. Wait, is it here? No. I've completely lost my way again. Like, completely. This is where we started. And we went up here. Has to be...
Come on, Mom.
Oh. Where is this graviton core? Ah, okay. I'm just stupid.
Good work, everyone.
Come on, Mom.
Ping pong, Kupo. Hate him. I hate him so much. Okay, got that. And return to the Historia Crux for the last time and go to Erba 400 AF. You'll find this core at the beach. Beach sounds easy. Erba. Ah, great! It doesn't tell us how to get there again. So, Erba 400 AF. How to get there? Okay, I don't even know if I have enough artifacts to get there. So we need to go to Augusta Tower 200 AF, right? Yes. And there to the 49th floor. And there's a gate that leads to Erba 300 AF. But we need a wire artifact to open that. Solve all of the rifts in Erba 300 AF so the gate can become available, and then it leads to foreign. Oh, okay. Let's check it out. Maybe it's not too bad. Maybe it's easy. I've read something about more clock puzzles, and if that's the case, I'm out. I'm not going to do them. What floor is this? Doesn't tell us. AI nucleus. 49th floor. There should be a gate there. have to wait this. Okay, no, we don't have to wait. 52nd floor, 51st, 50th, 49. I don't see it on the map, but I see it in world. That's the gate we have to go to. Why? I've never been to this floor in general. Why? I thought I'd seen everything here. Yeah, this whole area had these wait, does that? It does work. Had these room switching puzzles where you had to use the terminals to change the direction of the rooms and find your way. I mean, the puzzles are really not terribly clever. They are just more annoying than anything else.
That wasn't even a warm-up.
Okay, let's see if we even have enough artifacts to open this one. Nope. Well, without any additional grinding and finding other artifacts, oh crap. We cannot get the 7th thingamajig, I forgot the name of them. But we do have 6 and we only need 5, and I've already missed stuff, so I will definitely not play this game 100%. So I'm just going to bite the bullet. I don't like it. I don't like it just one tiny bit, leaving stuff like that in a game like this on the floor and not solving it. But I will never ever finish this game if I now have to find another wild artifact. No, 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 no. I'm a little bit disappointed in the walkthrough because it doesn't really mention all of that stuff. Okay, but we can now return to Alyssa in Academia 4 XXAF. Return all 5 and watch the ensuing cinematic. When you're done, head to the gate southeast of your current location to move on to episode 5, which is, I believe, well, the last, no, not the last episode, but you have episode 5 and then the last episode. Okay. However, make sure that you're leveled up and well prepared. You're about to embark on a sequence of events that take quite a bit of time and provide some challenging battles. If you're ready, head to the gate and proceed on to the void beyond. Okay. Did I say? Academia 4XX. Let's try that. We're gonna watch this cinematic, then level up, enter the gate, and I think I'm going to call it then. Call it a day then.
An impressive amount of...
Also, excuse me, my nose is... sorry, I could have muted that, but was too slow. Tell us a story.
Can't believe it. You found a graviton core. Wow.
2,
Thanks to you.
3,
You've brought us
4,
another monster?
5.
Did you really do it?
We had. Ore clusters Hope needed to levitate his new cocoon. I don't think I'd ever seen Hope look so happy and excited. But this was just the beginning. It would take a century to complete the new cocoon. And if the old cocoon were to fall before it could be finished, well...
I know we can do it.
He's right, you know. Have you seen that broken gate in the town? Well, it's all fixed and working normally.
We collected the ore crystals, so the future has changed, Kupo.
Yes, I think so. And look what I found. It was lying next to the gate.
An artifact. I wonder which era this unlocks.
Maybe it takes us to the day the cocoon collapses. The one we saw in the prophecy. The one where Caius is fighting.
Time for the final showdown?
Let's all fight together. We'll follow you to the future by a different path. There are things there I have to protect.
Right. You mean Vanille and Fang. Cocoon.
Ominous music. Alright, let's do the level upping then. Which works by entering the so-called Crystarium. And it's again one of these super convoluted systems, which, I mean, it's not really convoluted because we have, oh, that's a lot of Chrysogen points. As you can see, what is it? 25,223 Chrysogen points. That took me a while, yes. And we can spend those on leveling up our our roles. God, there's some music. I've maxed the Ravager role for Sarah already, and I will go for the Commander role next because those two are, I think, the most important ones. Yep, you just press A and you just really choose the role that you want to level up. The specifics of what gets upgraded you cannot really decide for yourself. Okay, Crystarium expanded. That's like, I mean, that's not really a level, but a special level, because we cleared one path now. And it doesn't really make sense, this whole level up system. And yeah, we could unlock new roles, but we would have to level them up as well. So I usually don't do that. The Ravager ability ultimate. That sounds great. I want that. Yeah, cool. Sure. So, again, this whole system is weird because you do have some freedom of choice, but in a weird way. It's like designed by a madman. And the same for Noel. I believe if I would play this on a harder difficulty, it would make sense to level up the Sentinel and Saboteur roles and unlock other roles, but I also feel kind of limited by having only 2 characters, because with a third full-fledged character you could always have more roles in your active party. And it's like Commando and Ravager are the damage dealer classes, and Sentinel is a class that draws attacks to himself and defends the party, and Saboteur is debuffing the enemy. But the way that combat works in this game, and maybe you've noticed this already in the battles, especially for hard enemies, it makes sense to attack them with a lot of small and quick attacks to raise their stagger meter, which is at 100%. They will begin to stagger and take more damage, and it makes sense to not go for damage right away, but to raise the stagger bar of an enemy to at least 100%, and it goes to 105, 110, 200%, 900%. The higher the percentage is, the more damage this enemy takes. So that's the role of the Ravager. The Ravager excels at dealing this stagger damage to the enemy, and as soon as you have that to at least 100%, you can switch roles mid-battle to Commando, which will then actually damage the enemy with additional damage caused by the stagger bar. That's basically the most important thing you have to know about battles. Eve is my chocobo, and leveling up the creatures works almost similar to the others, but creatures don't get experience points. Instead, you have to have a certain item that allows, if you have more of this item, you can then level up the companion further. But the problem is, I never find the materials that I actually need at vendors and at merchants or traders, and I almost never know which material I actually need at the moment, so I'm not a big fan of that system. But we should be, that it's really good that we have that both of my characters have the Ravager and the Commando classes or roles leveled up quite high, so that's always nice. I wanted to save the game. I'm sorry. I noticed that I get really tired when I play this game, and I believe 2 hours is the maximum for today. Oh, there's the gate. All right. Let's go there. Wait, do I have to talk to him?
Won't be long now. Hope and his team are close to raising the new cocoon. It's hard to believe we are changing history.
Noel, are you worried at all? Caius has tried to interfere before. Maybe he will again.
Remember, the Caius who caused the XIII incident was just an imposter. I wonder why the real one didn't intervene.
I hope he lets us finish here.
Maybe he will. If that's what it'll take to protect Yule, then I know he will. I remember we argued about that very thing once and wait. Did we argue? I don't remember.
Are your memories playing tricks on you again? Noel, something must have happened between you two.
Damn it. I wish I could remember. Not being able to protect Yule, and being the only one left alive on the planet. And then leaving that place and traveling to Valhalla, I should know these things.
I wish there was some way to find out. But I wonder, your memories disappearing, does it have anything to do with the future changing?
Yeah, that's the game in a nutshell. I mean, the ideas are really neat, with the time travel changing the past and changing the future, and then having memories disappear. But there you have these melancholic, this melancholy in the dialogues is changing the future, really making our memories disappear. And what will happen to my sister and it's like, it's good, but it's not for an everyday situation. It's not really a game that you come home and decide, yeah, I really wanna chill by listening to some young people talking about memory loss and being sad a little bit all the time.
Better make sure not to step in any puddles.
So we haven't finished the game by far, not yet, but I think we've made some good progress today.
Oh yeah, it does look like the gate's fixed.
I think we're getting close to some kind of final reckoning. Before we jump through this gate,
I mean, if they tell you that, that means that we are actually moving towards the end.
Where is he?
well, we still don't know if he really is against us or not. This silence makes me nervous. He's always been deadly quiet before taking action. It's like the calm storm. If he is in Valhalla, then he's been watching everything we've done here. And if he sees a weakness, he'll exploit it without mercy. We let our guard down, we die.
So we better not use the gate until we are definitely sure.
Yes, I got the message.
Exactly.
But we've done everything. We've leveled up and there's really nothing to buy. A life trader. I'm ready.
Let's go. We don't have anything else to do here.
I just hope I can save.
Fight Caius now, then so
That would be
I'm ready.
bad if I couldn't.
Let's go do it.
Let's go do it. Ugh.
Leaving without even a farewell?
What? No, of course not. We were going to drop by and see you before we left.
That's what we figured. Thought we'd save you the trip.
Thanks.
I hope the future turns out like this. A place where we can be happy.
Sometimes, when it looks like all hope is lost, people can turn against each other. They end up full of hate. But really, when they stop and think about it, they're making themselves sad for no reason. Director, what are you looking at me like that for?
Because that's exactly what he did in
I was just remembering something.
Final Fantasy XIII.
There was a time when I almost lost myself because I had so much hate in me. And then some friends showed me a way out.
Right. You mean lightning and snow.
It all began back then.
Oh, is he going to tell the story now?
You were the first one who said you wanted to save Cocoon. It was because Snow and Lightning vowed to carry out their wishes that we all came together back then. And to this day, Vanille and Fang still keep Cocoon safe.
Yeah, Vanille and Fang
Lightning does too.
apparently, or at least they say that they
But the old
sacrificed themselves to form a crystal spire that holds up Cocoon. Not quite sure how that works, but yeah.
When you raise the new ark, maybe you can help our friends as well. We won't have to bear the burden of a world anymore. And just maybe, Vanille and Fang will be released from the crystal.
That was always in the back of your mind, wasn't it, Director? If we abandon the old cocoon, maybe you could free your friends. Or am I wrong?
Well,
It's okay. We all knew. We wanted to help anyway.
I've had the great fortune to be helped by many people over the years. Sarah and Noel, you are the ones who showed me how the future should be. You gave us all a motive. You helped us make the Academy what it has become.
Well, we got lost a lot. I don't know how many times I almost gave up.
Humanity is doomed to repeat the mistakes of the past. It's part of being human. But we also have the ability to build new futures.
Well, as you would say, Noel, exactly. Once preparations are complete, we plan to journey ahead 100 years. I want to be there. I want to see the raising of Cocoon with my own eyes.
I'm sure we'll meet again, Hope.
And when we do, we'll have lightning with us.
Right.
So, I guess this isn't really goodbye then, is it?
For a new future.
Koopa? See ya.
Ominous. Damn.
I'm sorry. But in the new future that you wish to build, I no longer exist. Goodbye.
Oh no. What has happened? Why is there stuff on my monitor? Clean that up. The void beyond. We have to go there, I think. I don't know what time it is. Let me just take a peek in my walkthrough. Come on, I clicked this. Alright. Okay. Time marches on, the void beyond. Episode 5.
Is this void beyond? No! Mog? Come on, Mog. What's wrong? Why won't you answer me? This can't be.
Okay.
Where did Noel get to? How do I find him?
Okay, I can't do that. I hope this. Oh, wait, this is a live trigger. I think. I don't think I can save here. Oh, shit, I have to keep playing. Oh, crap. Okay. So we can see Mog's shadow
What's wrong with you?
following us, but he seems to be in another time dimension. Also, nope, I can't go quicker. Nope.
How do I get out of here?
Man, I was so ready to be done with this game for today, but nope. Should have listened.
Wait, is that Yule? You're Yule, aren't you?
Yes, I am one of many Yules. From your perspective, I am a Yule from the ancient past.
But where are we? Are we trapped in this place?
I am not truly here. I only watch events from a distant time. This place, it is a shadow of Valhalla. In the depths of the unseen realm, I see you held prisoner.
Sarah's trapped in the shade of Valhalla. Yule seems to know something. What kind of world is Valhalla?
A shade of Valhalla? What kind of world is Valhalla anyway?
It is a place where all stand still. It is the future that follows destruction. A world where even time is no longer.
Are you saying I can't ever leave?
If you do not escape, the dream will go on forever.
Wait, don't go! aren't you?
Yes. You have not met me yet. I call your present age my home. You and I are the same. We are blessed by Etro, her chosen servants.
Servants of the goddess?
The power to step outside the timeline. The power to witness the future. These gifts come from Etro. Her servants are known by her blessings.
Hmm. How is she connected to lightning?
My sister is also somewhere in Valhalla. What's her part in all this?
The warrior. She stands guard over Etro's temple. She is unable to leave the unseen realm. And so, she turned to you for aid.
But since when is lightning suddenly the protector of some
So
godly
the ability
realm?
to change the future is a gift from the goddess herself.
I mean, this is interesting, the lore, but I have the feeling, or it feels to me like I always get questions and more questions, and when I get answers, those are bullshit answers that don't really answer anything. Like, what kind of world is Valhalla? Well, the goddess, you know, stuff like that. And like, I don't know, tell me something that I can understand. Also, as you've seen these so-called live triggers, which is where you can just choose an answer in a dialogue with your controller. I'm not sure how much that really affects gameplay. And I'm always sad to see that I can always ever choose one answer.
I suppose you're another Yule.
Yes. I am from a future you have never known. Very soon, my presence here will fade. There is little time to tell you of the things I have seen.
Okay. Sarah mask, okay.
Once upon a time, there were 6 and 1 Lassie, and their story is a miracle. The destinies of the 6 were bound. Bound through the completion of a focus that belonged to the 1.
The 6. That was Lightning and Snow and the others. And the 1, that would be me?
Okay, that went quickly. That was good.
The goddess Etro saw that the Lassie fulfilled their tasks. She saw their courage and took pity on them. She blessed the 6 and the 1 and one other, a child. And so she released them from the prison of crystal.
You mean it was the goddess who saved us that day?
Yes, but in doing so, she warped time itself. Etro was fading away, and she could not restore it.
Okay.
Perhaps you had the power to repair the distortion, and perhaps you did.
Perhaps I did. What do you mean? Is it too late now?
The future? I can no longer see it.
Right.
You're Yule too. Which era do you come from?
I am the one who lives in all the ages. I am the one who dies in all the ages. I am the one who suffers countless partings again and again.
Have you come to tell me something?
You summoned me here. In this place, you can see all your heart's desires come true.
I don't understand.
Me neither.
Look, this is the place where all time flows. The dreams of humanity are here washed ashore. A world without beginning or end. A world closed upon itself. Why do you want to change time? Why do you try to stand in his way? Why do you continue on this journey? As you change the timeline, you come closer to death. But now,
Your journey is over.
Oh, oh, oh. Big bad baddie.
You don't need to.
It's always great. Get that line. I don't understand. You don't need to. Oh, shh. Wait, so Sarah is a Ravager, Eve is a Commando. That's a good combination. Now we can use the Quake also, which is... which doesn't really do a lot of damage. Wait, chain break. That's bullshit. Oh. Shit.
What's wrong?
Okay, we need to heal up. I do have loads of potion. Use another potion.
Go on.
And another potion. I have more than enough.
This'll work. New formation. Now. Take this.
I've just wanted to change the roads after this, but nope, it broke the chain again.
Now. Get him.
Yes, this is going well.
Let's celebrate just yet.
Face your worst fear.
Okay, we won. Good.
You fight bravely. Noel gave up much more quickly than this.
What have you done to him?
He is living in a time and place where he knows only joy. He acknowledged his defeat, and now he is at peace.
No, I don't believe you. Noel would never give in to you.
this Etro rescued you and your friends from your fate as the sea. For you, it was a miracle. For you, a sentence of death.
Okay.
In that moment, immutable history was transformed.
I do get a
Time was
better
twisted.
idea of the bigger picture now.
Distortion of the future. The life of the series was cut short. So often have I seen this. Seen her wilt before my eyes. When time is in flux, the future changes, and Yule is consumed. So I will dam the river of time and tear down the foundations of history. Only then will your suffering come to an end.
You're going to destroy history just so you can save Yule?
Yes. You have interfered with my task at every turn. But your meddling is over. I will slay the goddess and return everything to Valhalla. In a place without time or future, you will be free for eternity. Surrender now to your heart's desire.
Okay. It was a bit similar with Final Fantasy 13 1. Oh, sorry, the cutscene is going on. Don't tell me that I cannot save here either.
Look at her, asleep like a baby. Hey, let's all yell Sarah at once.
Why don't you do it?
I'll get her up. Hey, Sarah! Wake up! What are you doing sleeping out here?
It is a really nice day for a nap, I've gotta say.
Where am I?
Not in your bed, for starters.
You still dreaming?
Maybe I am.
Hey, let's go.
Come on, Sarah.
Man, I'm hungry. What's for lunch anyway?
Didn't you just eat? Have I really come back to New Bodom? Or is this just part of a dream?
This is, by the way, her outfit from Final Fantasy 13, if I remember correctly. What I wanted to say was that 13 had a similar reaction, or evoked a similar reaction to me, where I thought, as soon as I began to understand the convoluted story, I had this idea that it wasn't really that convoluted, and that it was a very simple story, or more or less simple story, which does not mean that it is a bad story. It was still a good story, but it's made in 13. The simple story was made super convoluted and weird to understand, because they use all of those weird names, the Lisi and the Falsi and the Sia and all of that. If you had just used words like God and zombies and stuff like that, which most of us know, it would have been easier to follow. And here it's not so much names, but the way the story is told. And
Kind of strange.
yeah, what you've just witnessed was the most exposition I've ever seen in this game up until now, and that really helped me to get an idea as to what actually is going on here.
You were sleeping like a baby out there. You sure do have it easy, Sarah.
Okay, I'm just going to try this moody
To
answer.
be honest, I have no idea where I am or what's going on.
Listen to me, Sarah. Staying happy is a heck of a lot harder than becoming happy, if you know what I mean. So don't ask me for advice, because I don't have any. Anyway, you better get a move on. You know who's waiting.
You know who? Could I be dead? Caius did stab me.
Okay. So I guess Sarah's going to see us here.
There you are.
Or? Oh, it's Snow.
Snow! What are you doing here?
Snow and Sarah are a thing. They're married.
I'm
Or
not
they want to
lonely in
marry.
my own place. You.
But you went looking for my sister. You left ages ago.
What are you talking about? Lightning hasn't gone anywhere that I know of.
What?
She's living right here with us ever since we got married, remember? Hey, you okay?
I don't
It's
understand.
okay, it's okay. Sarah, where are you going? Sarah!
Everything's falling apart. Where did everyone go? Is this a dream world? Am I trapped? Am I the only one here? Is lightning here somewhere? Maybe snow? Am I really alone? Lightning, please. Help me. Can't they hear me calling?
Oh, that's lightning. Finally, we get to see lightning.
Is it really you?
Welcome home, Sarah.
Lightning, why are you here?
Because you want me to be.
You can see all your heart's desires come true.
You've changed history, and you're back where you belong. This is it. Your adventure's over. Sarah, come with me. Your family's waiting.
That blocky finger, though.
Yes. My family. That's right. I'm home. My family are all here. Deep in my heart, the truth still glinted like a razor. This wasn't real. It was a dream. If I accepted it, my journey through time would end. But my sister was here. Snow was here. If I stayed, I would be with everyone I'd ever loved. This is what I'd been searching for all this time. I'd found my home. I'd found happiness.
Okay, that was creepy. What happens if I say yes?
Sarah, let's go.
Yeah. Just being here with my sister fills me with joy. I'm home. In some ways, it's almost like that happiness has taken over, forcing out the feelings that were there before. At first I was overwhelmed with loss, but soon even that feeling faded away with the rest. Now every day is paradise. Lightning is here with me, and Snow as well. Lebro and Huge, Godot and Mackie, the whole gang. Sometimes Saz and his son come to visit. guess what? Hope had some great news for us. He said he was pretty sure they might be able to save Fang and Vanille from the pillar. I'm content. I like my life the way it is. There's only one thing that keeps it from being perfect. I can't remember a certain person. I know he was a friend. And I'm sure we were close. But no matter how I try, I can't recall his face or his name or even how his voice sounded. It's so strange. Who could he be? In my room, I have a mirror. I never use it. It scares me. On the other side of that mirror, there's a whole other world. And if I peek inside, I'll be lost. Or so it seems to me. When I told Snow how I felt, of course he said I was just being silly. Maybe I am. I can live with that. All I want is for these wonderful, magical days to continue. For this time to stretch on forever. This is where I'll stay. I'm home, and I never want to leave.
So a paradox ending, huh? Okay. So this is a false way how the game might have ended. Follows it. Wait, before I do anything, let me save, because I believe this means that that nothing is lost and we can keep playing and decide differently when we talk lightning. Okay. I just want to see where this drops us. New Bodom is where we just left. I see. Okay, this is cool. This is really cool. But anyways, I have been streaming and playing for half an hour longer than I actually wanted to. I need to go to the toilet really badly. I need to eat something. But anyways, I'm really happy that I managed to do this stream for so long. I hope this was at least a little bit of fun to you, to one of the 3 people that joined the stream sometimes, and maybe some other people will want to see this on YouTube. This will be on YouTube, of course, soon. And yeah, thanks for joining. Let me just check my OBS and switch around with the scenes. And let me just find a good ending song for this. I have a good idea what we can do. Ah. Bye bye.